Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Clay Cook, and today we are going to go over color grading and how I color grade. So, I've gotten a ton of inquiries and a ton of comments of people like, hey man, how do you color grade your images? So, we're going to go through that real quick in this two-parter. One being a real in studio dramatic one light portrait with my buddy Steve Squall here for my Oliphant Portrait series, and then secondly a really earthy, warm, ethereal, natural tone that I shot with this for this fashion editorial for The Voice. So we're gonna hop right into it. First and foremost, this might not work for your weddings or engagements or anything like that, but it definitely, I guarantee, will work for your more dramatic images such as bands, portraits, artists, or fashion. This is without the color grading right here. It's pretty good right out of camera. We're just going to take it up a notch with color grading, and I do it in a three-step process, sometimes four. Three steps being desaturate, and then color it with curves, and then I mess with the shadows and the final steps with levels. So we'll get right into it with hue saturation, and I really desaturate the image. So I go down to almost -40, about halfway in between black and white and color, really desaturate the image. And then I create another adjustment layer for curves. So I go up here, create that adjustment layer, and I want to go to each individual channel, and I want to take out the reds and bring in the blues and the greens. So I just slightly bring down the reds a little bit, about right there. Then the green, just bring down the green a little bit, too much green, right there, right about there. And then I go to the blue. I like the warmth, so about right there with the blue. So you can see it's just very subtle, just very, very subtle adjustments. And then next I go to the levels, create a levels layer adjustment, and then I go to the blue channel, and I want to bring blues in the shadows, about right there, and then bring back some warmth in the highlights, just to even out the skin tone a little bit, and there we go. So three-part series or three-part system for color grading. It's really easy. I finish it off by doing the sharpening technique that I shared a couple weeks ago. It's Calvin Hollywood's technique for sharpening with blur. It's an amazing technique that you should check out. I'm going to put a annotation in the bottom right corner of this video so you can check out that tutorial that I posted. Okay, next up we're going to go to this image of this real natural light portrait I did for The Voice. This is a four-part color grading system here that I use. It's desaturated, curves, color with curves. I finish it off with levels, and finally a color fill. So this is without the color grading right here. And first step is same thing. Create a hue saturation adjustment layer. I'm going to desaturate it to about -15, -20 because I want to keep the color. I don't want to go real crazy like I did in the more dramatic portraits of the Oliphant series. And then next up is the curves. So I color it with curves. So what we're going to do is just bring up the reds a little bit here, and then go to green and almost create an S curve with the greens because I want the contrast there, about right there. And then with the blue, same thing. A little bit more of an S curve with the blue. And then we go to levels, and I always hit the blue channel. I don't really mess with the green or red on levels. Bring a little bit of blue in the shadows, and then really bring back this warmth in the highlights there. So as you can see, it changes the sky, it changes the grass, and the whole tonality of the entire image. And finally, we're going to finish it off with going down here and creating a new fill. We're going to create a solid color fill, and we're going to go to like a real brown gold, almost like a gold feel. So around here, it looks about right, maybe a little brighter, about right there. And then we're going to change the blending mode to hard light, and then we just bring down the opacity to about 7 or 8%. So I believe that looks pretty good. Again, here it is with without the grading, and then with the grading, and then I finish it off by sharpening it. Again, sharpening with Blur, made famous by Calvin Hollywood, and then that is it. So again, here are the two images that I just color graded. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at ClayCookPhoto, or give me an email, info@claycookphotography.com, and I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.